And now, from the combined newsrooms of KARK4 and Fox 16, breaking news coverage.
Hello and good afternoon to you. I'm Mitch McCoy. It's 12:07 here at KARK4 and Fox 16 in Little Rock. We are closely following a breaking news story. The FBI Little Rock office confirming just a few moments ago that the photo you see there on the left-hand side of your screen is being investigated right now. This is a screenshot from a video because there are many speculating that this could be, and I want to emphasize, could be, missing Stuttgart girl Cassie Compton. Cassie Compton's photo there on the right-hand side. This photo really dominating the internet over the last, I want to say 12 hours or so, when this video that appeared to be on TikTok first showed, and many started speculating that it could be missing Arkansas girl Cassie Compton. There are a lot of twists and turns to this story, as one might imagine, because the FBI is involved. The Stuttgart Police Department is involved also at this very moment, trying to piece together, is this Cassie? And let me bring this up full for you right here, because the shocking details to this is just, there is a chance. I think that that's what people on social media are saying, but I will caution folks, because there are now other people on social media saying that this could be their loved one. And so at this point, there is a desperate search underway to figure out who is this young girl. And I want to put all of this into perspective here, and I want to bring in police media expert Latricia Woodruff. And because Latricia, you have been in law enforcement on the civilian side for more than a decade. You've also been a reporter here actually at Fox 16. Try to bring me into this law enforcement investigation right now. This has got to be all hands on deck.
It is, Mitch. Once we saw this video and seeing that folks were comparing it to possibly being Cassie Compton, as you would imagine, everyone started getting involved. The one thing that I would like to say is that even if this is not Cassie Compton, that this seems to be a young lady who might be in some trouble. So they're going to look into this. They may be going down the road that this could be Cassie Compton, but they're still going to look into this because it seems to be, again, a young lady who might be in some trouble. So they're trying to figure out right now where this video, this TikTok video originated, who sent it, who are the people in the video with her, who are the people filming the video. You're looking for all of those folks to try to connect the dots and figure out, is this person safe? Is there something going on with this person? And even if this is Cassie Compton, so yes, it's surprising that we get this video, something that we were hoping for, because we actually did a Monday night mystery on Cassie Compton being missing from Stuttgart, and to now have someone sending us this video saying that this could possibly be her proves that doing those types of shows and bringing these missing persons cases back up or murder cases back up, trying to help solve them is really making a difference, because people are talking about Cassie Compton again. And that's what we want to do. We want people talking about Cassie Compton, Terry Credit, Michelle Owens, all of the people that we've been doing the Monday Night Mystery segments on. And this proves that that is happening. So we are sitting back, watching and waiting, and the folks are out there investigating and looking into this. And hopefully we can figure out, first of all, if this is Cassie Compton and who this person is, and get them some help if needed.
So Latricia, can you walk me through what likely, okay, so, and I'm just going to speculate here, because I think that a lot of this is just speculation.
Yes.
So if I'm Stuttgart PD, at this point, and there's no shame to, I'm not trying to throw any shade. I'm not trying to throw any discredit to the Stuttgart Police Department because they've been doing their job all along here. But at this point, they're going to try and find the TikTok video, the TikTok account. They're going to try and find the owner of that account.
Yeah.
The likelihood, and all evidence pointing that the account owner does not even live in the state of Arkansas, they're going to have to reach out to the FBI, meaning that the FBI is involved, which they've confirmed that they're now taking part in this investigation. And let me actually read the exact quote from the FBI. The TikTok video has been brought to our attention. The FBI Little Rock is aware of it. We are following up on the video and taking any logical investigative steps, but we cannot say anything further at this time. So we know the FBI is involved.
Yes.
What could they be doing at this point? I mean, we've seen, and we're not going to play the video here because whoever, whatever the circumstances are, we have to be careful
Exactly.
in that respect. But what steps would the FBI be taking right now to try and figure out where this video originated from?
Well, Mitch, because this is a very active investigation, we can't really talk about what steps that they're going to be taking because just like everyone else is watching this, the people involved may be watching this, and you don't want to put out there exactly what they're doing so that these folks can figure out how not to be caught, not figure out how the FBI, how they can elude the FBI in this. So we don't really want to talk about what exact steps that they're taking to figure this all out, but do know that they are working on this and they are trying to figure out that TikTok account and where this all originated. It's really, I just keep thinking about it. I'm kind of at a loss for words about this, but I just keep thinking and wondering where this originated. If the person who sent the TikTok video, is this someone who knew Cassie Compton? Is this someone in Arkansas? Or is it someone that just saw our show or just saw a picture of Cassie Compton and then happened to see this TikTok video and thought that they looked similar and sent that to us? So those are things that they'll be looking for and trying to figure out where this originated, who this young lady is, and who are those people with her.
Well, if you're just joining us, folks, I want to just reset for you what we're following right now. We are following a breaking news alert. We have confirmed just within the last few minutes that the FBI is investigating a video that has appeared on the social media site TikTok. That's where, it appears that this video originated from, or at least that's what it appears at this point. A video. And we have this screen, it's split up for you here. On the video there, actually, let me just take this full. It's easier to explain it this way. The photo on the left-hand side, go ahead, Latricia.
Is that an age progression picture of what Cassie Compton would look like right now?
It is my understanding that this is an age-progressed photo from the Center of Missing and Exploited Children.
Okay.
And I'm glad you pointed that out, Latricia, because that's critical. And I could only imagine the FBI is going to be looking at this age-progressed photo as well. So the photo on the left-hand side of your screen is a still image that we captured from a video that appears to have originated on TikTok. We can't confirm that. The video on the left-hand side of your screen, and Latricia, I just want to give context to this video,
yes,
and I think that's important.
Please do.
The video, and Latricia, you've seen the video. Feel free to jump in if I say anything that may not be accurate here. Okay. The video appears to show this young woman, whoever this young woman is, completely dazed out. Dazing into the camera. This was almost the face of this young girl in the entire 10-second video. While a man, an unidentified man, two unidentified men sit on the opposite sides of each other. So she's sitting in the middle of two men. One is a Hispanic man, another is a black man. We don't know who those individuals are, and this was her face the entire time. Latricia, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, she had no facial expression whatsoever in this video, and I think that's what made this video stand out to hundreds of people on social media.
Well, Mitch, it's concerning. Whoever this young lady is, it's concerning because she seemed kind of out of it in a bit of a daze. And from the clip that I saw, she didn't say anything. She just looked spaced out. And when I first saw it, I was thinking, maybe that's makeup on her eyes. But her demeanor and seeing that, you worry about whoever this young lady is. So once we got that video, and I'm sure when the FBI saw that video in Stuttgart police, because it was said that it's possible that it's Cassie Compton, everybody started jumping right in trying to figure this out. Because again, if that is not Cassie Compton, that appears to be a young lady who is in need and possibly in danger. But again, we have to find these people so that we can look into this and figure this out.
Well, and it's just so terrifying for folks who...
It is.
I just think about this young girl, and, it's interesting. We talk about, Latricia, we talk about social media, and we talk about the power of social media. And I want to let folks know we are still streaming on KRK.com, Fox16.com. We are having just a minor technical issue on our Facebook pages. We are working to reestablish a connection to those folks, and we will certainly welcome them back in as soon as we have them. Talk to me about the power of social media, if you don't mind. How quickly people jump onto this wagon of justice.
Mitch, you got the video via social media, correct?
Yes.
That proves how powerful social media can be. And we put Cassie Compton's face out again. How? Via social media. Through Monday Night Mystery, we started talking about Cassie Compton again. So her picture was out. The information about her is out again, and it's in people's minds right now. So someone somewhere saw a picture of Cassie Compton or heard something about it, likely via social media, saw this video via social media, and then forwarded that video to you via social media. So, and I keep saying that because that shows how powerful it can be. And now we have people who are saying that this might be their loved one. They saw it on social media. So using social media, it can be a very, very powerful tool in any investigation or case, because you get to put that out to hundreds, thousands of people at one time, and all eyes are on this. Tons of eyes are on this. And again, we're getting messages from people saying that this could possibly be their loved one. Even more people feeling like this could be Cassie Compton. And I have to admit, when I saw this young lady's face and compared it to Cassie Compton, even the age progression picture, but also a picture of Cassie Compton when she was, I believe, 15, when she went missing, looks very similar to me. It's uncanny. It looks very similar. So social media is really helping drive this. Social media is a big deal in this, because now we're trying to find out what site it was on, whose Facebook page or TikTok or whatever means that they use, where this originated, because it all started on social media. So social media is playing a big, big role in this investigation right now.
It's interesting, Latricia, while we were talking just a moment ago, and I want to remind folks that we're about to welcome in our viewers back on Facebook and whatnot. But while we were sitting here talking, I received another photo from someone who is his edited out the whatever whether it be bruising or makeup under the eyes. Let's bring that back up full here. They've edited those bruises out, and this is just folks on social media. I mean, this just goes to show you how quickly something can take off.
They're doing what they can to try to help.
But I could assume that the FBI is probably doing something similar at this point. This is, while we know everything's happening in Washington, D.C., this has now become a main priority for the FBI office.
That they have right now to figure out who this young lady is, whatever they need to do to figure out who this young lady is, and because they're concerned about her well-being, no matter who she is, whether she's Cassie Compton or some other missing young woman who's in danger. So they're using every tool that they can right now.
Which you've raised a good point, and I mentioned it at the beginning. There's another person on Facebook who said, "Hey, I think this is my loved one," and by all accounts, that Facebook or that family is out of Los Angeles. I mean, we're talking about millions and millions of people here, and it's very easy to say, "Hey, I think this person looks like this person," but social media really took this.
It's far-reaching. It's California. People were responding from California, so that just shows you just how great of a tool social media can be. And excuse me, but I'm getting messages just about this too. So if I look off camera, that's what I'm doing, because this is happening as we're speaking here right now. So I'm just watching my email and all forms of social media as well, just because things are happening right now.
And I want to welcome folks in. We briefly got disconnected from some of our folks on Facebook. I want to welcome you back in. We are following a breaking news alert. The FBI Little Rock office has confirmed late this morning that it is investigating a social media video that appears to have been posted on TikTok because there is wide speculation from so many people that the girl that you see in these photos, these side-by-side photos, the girl on the left appears, and again, these are people on social media speculating that it could be Cassie Compton. Cassie Compton, for folks who don't remember, disappeared in Stuttgart, Arkansas, back in 2014, and no one has seen or heard from since. The Cassie Compton case has certainly picked up a lot of media attention along the way, from podcasters to local media to regional media. This has certainly been a case that has circled around that small town in Arkansas, not far from Little Rock. And, Latricia, we were talking about it just a little while ago, that the show Monday Night Mystery that we do every Monday night on fox16.com and KARK.com and on all of our social media accounts, this was one of the very first shows we discussed because there was so much speculation surrounding Cassie Compton. Who is she? Where did she go? What were the circumstances surrounding her disappearance? This was something that gained a lot of attention, and rightfully so, because she just vanished. She was 16.
It did garner a lot of attention, as you can see now. But Mitch, I want to bring something up because I'm watching comments here on Facebook, and someone made mention that, oh, great, you guys are tipping this guy off. And we are not talking about this because we want to tip this person off. But if we don't get this video out there, we don't get out that we are looking to figure out who this young lady is, then we don't get any information.
You're absolutely right.
I mean, even the police, you don't get information. You have to risk tipping someone off in order to get information. If we did not talk about this, if we did not put these pictures out here, if we did not say we're looking for this person, then we don't get information. There is perhaps someone who has seen this young lady, perhaps someone who's seen the men she was with, are familiar with her. If they don't know we're looking, then how are we going to get the information? So that is to answer the question of why are you talking about this and tipping them off. There are a lot of things that law enforcement, the FBI and Stuttgart police and everyone who is involved in this are doing behind the scenes that people will not know about, and they will not tell people about, and we will not tell people about, because that would hinder the investigation. But we have got to get this young lady's face out here and try to figure out if anybody knows her or have seen her, so that we can start getting information from people. Because I say this all the time. If you watch Monday Night Mystery, you know that I say this all the time. There is no case that has been solved without people getting involved, without witnesses or somebody giving some information. If we could solve cases without people, we'll have a whole lot of cases already solved. So we have got to get this information out there, and that is the reason for this.
You raise so many valuable points, but I also want to throw out, and I don't want to throw shade at anyone, but social media this morning in several comment threads were posting addresses to people that they thought owned this TikTok account. So if there's any foul play with this, that train's left the station.
Yeah.
You know, at this point, the FBI confirms it is now investigating, and obviously any information related to this photo, people need to contact FBI, right?
Exactly. And if you don't know how to do that, contact your local police department and give them that information, and they can help out with that. So, you know, what happens here, and we run the risk of as well, Mitch, is people starting to say, oh, that's this person, or oh, that's this person, and you're putting their information out on social media, and it's not that person who's responsible for this video, then you're unjustly giving out someone's information. So we don't want people to do that. There is a way to do that, and that's by contacting your local police department, or if you know how to contact your local FBI, then do that. But we don't want people throwing other folks' information out there who have nothing to do with this. There's a way that you can give us that information without broadcasting it to everyone.
Just looking here at what, from the last 24 hours or so, or from the last few minutes, this story has blown up on a national level because of what transpired on social media this morning.
Yes.
Latricia, walk me through, if this truly has sparked off a national story, a national coverage, what kind of pressure does that put on law enforcement, and what kind of pressure does that put on federal authorities at this hour, knowing that there is a lot of attention on this?
Mitch, I wouldn't necessarily call it pressure, because any case like this, I believe that law enforcement is going to work hard and do their best. But I will say they're probably doing more work right now because they're getting more information right now. So there are probably a lot of people who are working on this and looking into it because of the uptick in information and tips, so to speak. So any other case, they work just as hard, but sometimes they don't have as much to work with as they have right now. So yes, they are working feverishly right now on this because of all this information that's coming in at once. And you don't want to lose that opportunity to perhaps find this person and find out what's going on with them.
Well, and walk me through, if you have the time, I know you're also busy, can you walk me through what we could see from the next couple of hours related to this investigation? Will we hear a lot from the FBI? Will they hold information tight, knowing that they don't want to release a lot of information because it is ongoing? What do you expect to hear from law enforcement over the next, I want to say 24 hours, but I think we're going to be hearing a lot more sooner than that?
Mitch, we're probably not going to hear much now because their work really started. And going back to what someone else said earlier, you don't want to put out all of your information because you are looking for these people. So we won't hear a whole lot right now. We're human, and people who have sent in tips want to know if their tip led to something. You'll know that personally because they may contact you if you had information, but just the general public and on social media, you won't hear a whole lot right now because they are working. They're trying to figure out who this is. So the flow of information is probably going to slow down a great deal right now. But please know that they're working on this. And if you have information, that you need to continue to share that information with us. We get impatient because there are a lot of people who are concerned about this young lady, a lot of people who are wondering if this is Cassie Compton. We have a need to know. But your need to know is not greater than the need for not hindering this investigation and allowing the FBI, Stuttgart Police, and whoever else is working on this to do their jobs. So just be patient and bear with them because they're working right now. And I can assure you, if they find this young lady and figure out her condition and figure out if she's Cassie Compton or whoever she is, that they will let us know because they want people to know that this case has been solved to whatever degree that it can be solved. So just be patient. You won't hear a whole lot of information, but please know that they're working.
Great information from you, Latricia. I want to, before we wrap up here, I want to read a post on the Find Cassie Compton Facebook page. This has been a page that many people have been going to over the last, gosh, you think about it, more than 6 years now since that poor girl was just vanished from Stuttgart. The Find Cassie Compton Facebook page saying, okay, people, the voices of Cassie want to thank each and every one of you guys who contacted and reached out to us on this matter. The video has been sent to the police and it's being looked at. It says, please join us in a prayer chain and pray for whomever this young girl is, whether it's Cassie or not. It goes on to say, tonight we will turn on our porch lights so Cassie can find her way. Join me on Come Home Cassie Porch Light Vigil to take a photo of your porch lights. Tonight, they want you to post those photos in the Find Cassie Compton Facebook page. So there's your post now from the Find Cassie Compton Facebook page. That is what we're seeing right now just a few moments ago from that Facebook page. As we now know, there is a lot of questions, and I'm looking at
yeah, I'm reading some of the comments as well. A lot of people are praying for this young lady and praying for Cassie Compton's family. And that's a good point too, praying for Cassie Compton's family, because this may not be Cassie, but it still brings up that she's missing and hasn't been found and they don't know where she is. So this has to bring up a lot of emotions for Cassie Compton's family when something like this happens, when there are pictures out there and people were saying this could possibly be her. And I can only imagine, while they want Cassie to be found and everything, and they want this to come up, the emotions that they have when these things come up. And what if it's not her? Then they go back to having even more emotions because now we're still looking for Cassie.
They had a moment of hope.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I want to bring this up, and the Find Cassie Compton Facebook page just put this out, that a young woman who vanished from Los Angeles, her dad, and I don't want to repeat her name because I can't independently confirm this.
Exactly.
The father of a young woman that went missing in Los Angeles, that father is confirming that he believes that it is his young daughter.
Wow.
However, We have not been able to confirm that. It is my understanding at this moment that the FBI Little Rock office, we would have to confirm with the FBI if they think that as well. So there's a lot of twists and turns. That's why, you know, in every graphic and every story you're seeing, they're investigating if it is a possibility. I mean, and that is just, I mean, that's the fact, that's the matter of all this is, you know, we're speaking hypothetically.
Mitch, it's somebody's child.
It is.
And she appears to be in a bad position. I mean, again, we don't know if it's makeup, but it looks as if her eyes are blackened, and she seems to be in a daze, kind of out of it. So no matter how this turns out as it relates to Cassie Compton, this is somebody's child, and she appears to be in danger. And I just want to thank whoever saw this video and decided that they would even raise questions about it for doing so, because again, this seems to be a young woman who is in a bad situation right now, no matter who she is. So for people to get involved and send this video out so that it can be looked into.
Okay, it looks like we're having a slight issue reaching Latricia. Her feed has frozen. Just want to recap what we know. The FBI office here in Little Rock is confirming that it is investigating a video possibly showing Cassie Compton. We cannot, we don't have a lot more information other than that. We know that the FBI office is looking into it. We know the Stuttgart Police Department is also investigating. The Find Cassie Compton Facebook page confirms that, that they have been in the loop, if you want to call it that. They have been in the loop. They have been part of this investigation as well. There are other family members, that there are other family members from across the country who have loved ones missing, also saying that they believe that this young woman in this video here on the left is their loved one. So at this point, we just simply don't know, guys. We just don't. And as you might imagine, this is one of those instances where there are so many families praying, hoping, believing at this point. And so we'll be staying in close contact with law enforcement, both federally and locally. We'll keep you updated on the story as it continues to develop. But for now, if you're just joining us, let's quickly recap what we know. The FBI Little Rock office is confirming that a video that is circulating on social media that appears, and I want to say appears, it appears that the video circulated on TikTok. You're seeing it there on the left-hand side of your screen in that side-by-side. It's a still frame of a short video, that young girl just gazing into the camera. The photo on the right-hand side is an age-progressed photo. And the FBI office has enough at this point to start an investigation to figure out who this young woman is. And at this point, that is all we know. There are family members from other families that have missing loved ones, one of which being in Los Angeles, that thinks that it is their loved one. And at this point, the FBI is doing everything it can to figure out who this young woman is. I invite you to download the KARK and the Fox 16 smartphone apps. Of course, as we get updates to this story, we will certainly pass it along to everyone. And stay right here on the device that you're watching for updates on this story as it continues to break throughout the day. But for now, that is what we know. Is the FBI confirms that it is launching an investigation into a social media video that appears to show a young woman in need of help. And again, I say appears. We don't know who this young woman is, but the FBI is investigating this video that many speculate is Cassie Compton. We will continue to update you on this story throughout the day, and we will have updates beginning at 4 p.m. on KARK4. For now, I'm Mitch McCoy. Have a good rest of your afternoon.